Capture the flag.
Elite defender, and he's an improved shooter. Early on in his career at Duke, people were questioning his perimeter shot, but in ACC play, he knocked down 44% of his three-point attempts and averaged over 21 points per game. In transition, he is truly outstanding. He's got vision as a passer, but he can also take it to the rack and finish above the rim and do it through contact.
The flag.
His level as a competitor is something that's rarely seen.
Raise the flag
for an 18-year-old kid.
The main event.
He makes the right play. His goal isn't to get 25 in a game.
Will be in contention.
The right play right now.
Cooper Flagg is what I think he is.
Never backs down from a challenge. He knew what he was getting into when he went to Duke as the #1 recruit.
Yeah, I've been hearing that too.
And he winds up being Naismith Player of the Year.
I definitely been hearing that. But Cooper Flagg, capture the flag.
Gets steals and deflections.
It was very smart.
Literally 1 through 5.
Very, very smart.
Challenge, he responded to it, but he's also
gonna do the lottery picks, and then I'm gonna get off of here.
Take a look at this against Pitt on January 7th. Everybody remembers the steal and dunk he made, but the play before, he just picked up his 3rd foul early in the second half. A lot of guys would back off, but not him. Guarding in the post, he gets around in front and then takes it the other way for this iconic replay that we saw over and over again on SportsCenter and the like, but it was the play before that he was able to overcome and make. That's kind of what makes him a special player.
It certainly is. And now Cooper Flagg is with our very own Monica with McNutt.
Thank you so much, Cooper. The moment has been realized. How are you feeling?
Feeling amazing. It's a dream come true, to be honest. I wouldn't want to share it with anybody else.
You mentioned sharing it with anybody else. We've got the flag.
And he's still
here.
so young,
How much
bro.
are these people meant in getting you here?
I mean, I wouldn't be here without these people right here and all my people back home in Maine. 5 people up in the box up there.
They're gonna be tough as hell this year.
It means so much to see everybody here and supporting me.
Mom Kelly, Dad Ralph are here. But when you put the ball in your son's hand, what did you hope to instill to him that a night like this might come true?
I just hope that he loved the game as much as we always have, and we're just thrilled that he did love it and he got to this moment. It's incredible.
All right, we've got the whole contingency here. We need to set the record straight, guys. Did Mom actually lose to Cooper in the last game?
No, it's not a loss. It was a timeout in the game. It's just been an extended timeout.
Okay, so there it goes.
And his mama was hooping too, bro.
Congratulations.
That nigga Coop come from hoopers.
Thank you.
Enjoy the night, you guys. Back up to you.
That was kind of weak, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Monica, thank you so very much. Duke knows a thing or two, Jay, about drafting players #1 overall.
He gonna be better than
31st lottery pick from Duke.
He gonna be better than a lot of niggas, bro. Already.
School here as well. It's okay to show some Duke pride.
What's that?
Raise the flag.
Pride.
I do. I agreed with you.
John Shire, he says that the Cooper Flagg is really just a savant with the game. He just has a really amazing understanding for what's required to win and how to elevate everyone around him. And you can see the Dallas Mavericks draft headquarters celebrating here.
I know little CJ is
Andrea, he's such a special talent.
Yeah, he is. And you mentioned John Shire. Cooper
Flagg
already.
32.
Cooper Flagg didn't become
32
on the court until
32
John
like
Shire
magic.
told him that his teammates needed him to be more aggressive. That's the coachability, the unselfishness. When he realized him being more aggressive helped everyone else, that's when he really turned it up.
And I just love, again, the 2,000-mile span between Dallas and Newport, Maine, and the joy that really is reaching these two cities. You can feel it here in Barclays Center. But this is something that is so very special, Perk, to be able to see this kind of reach, this kind of pride in a singular young man. Marty Smith talking about how many people feel like they were a part of this day.
Absolutely. They look like one big happy family, but that just goes to show you what type of person and human being Cooper Flagg is. Even in this moment, he just settled, right? He's cool, he's calm, but he's grateful at the same time. I love everything about this young man and his family.
Sharing this moment with his family that helped him get here, and the handshake once again with Commissioner Adam Silver. In the meantime, the San Antonio Spurs, they have been deliberating with the #2 pick, and their decision has been made. It's time to send it back to NBA Commissioner Adam Silver to see who will be joining Victor Wembanyama.
All right, let's go. Dylan Harper. They say he like Cade.
With the second pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Dylan Harper.
The 19-year-old Dylan Harper.
Dylan. Ace, you stupid, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ace Bailey, I don't know who you think you is, bro. You must thought you was Cooper Flagg, bro. I don't know if he don't want to go to. He canceled his visit to the Sixers. He not next. He canceled his visit to the Sixers. He about to slide. He about to slide. They gonna pick somebody else next. I'm trying to tell you. He fucked up his draft stock. He messed up his draft stock for sure.
A lefty who's the best pick and roll guard in this draft, in my view. A 3-level scorer with tremendous body control, a terrific finisher at the rim through contact. He shot 67% at the rim, but he was also excellent as a pick and roll ball handler. Really good in transition. He's just a polished offensive player with really good footwork. But when he gets into any sort of screen roll situation, he attacks the secondary defender and even goes after the tertiary defender and gets all the way to the rim. He can finish with his right or his left hand. He gets fouled and he gets to the foul line. He plays with pace. He's patient and he makes really good reads. He gets an advantage and then he keeps it and takes advantage of it. He's an excellent playmaker once he gets into the lane. He can pass it. Even though 75% of his buckets were unassisted, he found Ace Bailey a lot. But
that was his fault.
He just needs to improve as a shooter. But 17 games, he had 20 or more. His physicality, a big part of that.
That was his fault.
Had 35 points in 2 straight games. He was the only player in the country to do that, the only player in the last 20 years in a major conference to do that. Dylan Harper is the real deal, and with his length, a 6'10" wingspan, I think he can be even more an impactful defender as he goes forward.
He scored 564 points this season, a new Rutgers freshman record, and now he's headed to San Antonio, but he's with Monica McNabb.
We're here with Dylan Harper, number 2 pick, Mom Maria, brother Ron. You told me a few minutes ago you were just ready to get drafted, and you had a bunch of emotions. Now that you've been drafted, what are you feeling?
Boy, man, Ron Harper got some cold-ass kids, bro.
Mixed in one bucket, from crying to laughing to being happy, everything, man. Just feel everything, man. I'm excited to get ready. I'm excited.
I want to see who my Pistons draft.
He talks often about how important you have been and the entire family to his basketball journey. What has gotten him here?
His flat-out love for the game, his determination, his humility, and just his hard work. Day in, day out.
Look at Ron.
You're headed to San Antonio.
Look at Ron Hart.
An organization that
about to get 2 sons.
2 rookies of the year. Victor Wembanyama is a specimen unto himself. As a point guard, what makes you most excited to join that organization?
Man, I mean, I think when
Victor Wembanyama about to go crazy.
It just brings the best out of you. So, I mean, they got a great group of young core over there. I'm just ready to get in there and just make an impact any way I can.
Yeah, we do.
Ryan, while we got you here,
in the G League.
What do you say to younger brother tonight?
Just savor and enjoy it. He worked so hard for this, and we all been there for him every step of the journey, and we're so proud of him.
We here in the G League. We need to promote him, bro.
Harper family, Dylan, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Listen, y'all need to worry about getting y'all big man, bro.
Monica, thank you so very much. It's the Philadelphia 76ers that are now on the clock. Remember, their stars, Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey. They only played in 15 games together this season. That's not what this roster was put together to do. They had been touted as really having one of the best, splashiest off seasons last year, and that didn't pan out. It didn't come to fruition. Perk, I know you and I go back and forth on Tyrese Maxey is nicknamed the franchise, but really this still starts and ends with Joel Embiid. What are you expecting from them this season?
Well, I'm expecting them to try to, to go for it. Right, the East is wide open. We're watching the Boston Celtics right now. They're blowing the whole thing up. Damian Lillard is out. We don't know what's going to happen with the Milwaukee Bucks.
That's a good point.
This is an opportunity for Philadelphia to capitalize.
Philadelphia.
And they got to get this right with this number 3 pick. They got to get it right. A guy that's ready to play right now is going to come in and be somewhat of a key factor and come in and contribute. They got to be able and be ready to start the season and make a run.
That's a good point to the injuries to the Eastern Conference here. It feels like there is a little bit of a wide open sense to the Eastern Conference.
I think I know what's going to happen.
The Milwaukee Bucks and the Indiana Pacers, for example, the Boston Celtics, Bobby. But there was a question as to whether or not Philadelphia was going to keep this pick or they were going to look for somewhere to bring in a little bit more experience. Can you take us inside their thinking here?
Yeah, this is a high priority pick for Philadelphia. They almost got a mulligan, right? Because they were able to retain that pick. Could have went to Oklahoma City, certainly if it fell out of the top 6 here. Where Philadelphia goes, a roster that's top heavy in contracts, 80% in salary. The question now comes to, do you take best available or do you go best fit? And I think whether it be Ace Bailey or a player like VJ Edgecombe, as Perk said, they got to nail this pick.
Jay, do you think that there is can you make that line for us, the best available here for Philadelphia versus maybe who you think is seamlessly fitting with Philadelphia?
The pick is in, number 3.
Is get healthy and stay healthy.
Correct.
And Joel Embiid has to get healthy. But for this pick, when you're talking best available, Ace Bailey of Rutgers is the most talented player after Harper and Flagg. That doesn't mean he's the right pick for Philly. To Bobby's point, VJ Edgecombe of Baylor is a wing that you would liken to a young Victor Oladipo or a young Dwayne Wade at the same point in their careers when they were 19 years old. He plays at both ends of the floor. I think VJ Edgecombe is the best athlete in this draft. The best shot maker, and especially contested shot maker, is Ace Bailey. But do you take him, given that he didn't work out, things like that? You have to rely on your tape and what your scouts saw on the floor if you're going to make that decision.
And that was sort of the lack of workout that made the most headlines, was the reported scheduling workout for Philadelphia that he didn't end up attending. But looking at your best available, there's a lot of choices here that could help Philadelphia. But as Bobby Marks has said, they have got to get this pick right. And that pick is in. Let's send it back to NBA Commissioner Adam Silver with Philadelphia's selection.
With the 3rd pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select VJ Edgecombe from Bimini, Bahamas.
Yes, sir. I told you, VJ Edgecombe going to the Sixers.
Sharing a hug with his mom, Bendra. What a moment for this family. Talk to VJ, and it's just so evident the pride he carries for the Bahamas.
Bahamian.
This is his family.
Bahamian
here. And he says the toughness, the heart, and playing on concrete.
Yes, sir. VJ Edgecombe.
He's 6'4",
they got a lot of guards,
over and over
bro.
again. Talking to Baylor, his athletic.
So Ace Bailey is going to slide, bro. I'm trying to tell you that.
Including Michael Thompson, Buddy Hield, DeAndre Ayton. The newest member of this group, VJ Edgecombe, who played for the Bahamian national team in the 2024 Olympic qualifiers. He then played college ball at Baylor. He won Big 12 Freshman of the Year there. And this is really awesome, Andrea. With his NIL earnings, he set up a scholarship fund that paid for 3 students' tuition at Gateway Christian Academy, a school he grew up attending in the Bahamas. His head coach, Drew Scott, compared him to Russell Westbrook in that way of his athleticism. And
oh, that's a great comparison.
He's going to be a problem here for years to come.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned his experience with the Bahamian national team. Buddy Hield called him a high-character kid, fun to be around and fun to play with. And it's beyond his character. He is an outstanding athlete who plays with a ridiculous amount of effort on both ends. It's the elite athleticism that stands out above everything else. He averaged 15 points a game, just under 6 rebounds, 2 steals a game. The way that he flies around the court on the offensive end and the defensive end. 68 steals, the most by a D1 freshman in Baylor history.
Well, Andre, your point about being a high-level athlete, he's elite athletically, a 3-and-D guy that plays above the rim. I think he can do a better job finishing over length, but I think he'll get that in time. But you don't find athletes like this very often. And he's a great defender. He's developing as a shooter. He can knock down an open three, but he can certainly improve in that area. He shot 34% from three. He made 52 of them. But as a defender, he plays incredibly hard. He blows up dribble handoffs. He's an excellent chase defender, and he just disrupts. Very good as a help defender, getting out in passing lanes. He has a ton of ability, and you don't say this lightly. He does remind me of Oladipo, a young Wade, when they were 19. Now the question is he going to reach that sort of height as he goes forward? But he's certainly got the capability there.
He likes to compare himself to Anthony Edwards, the two-way ability, the explosive.
Hell no, boy, you can't even shoot.
His favorite player in the NBA right now. This is what draft night's all about. Look at his mom, Bendra, the moment that she hears her son's name called, the work that she has put in.
That's what happens. You put in that motherfucking work, boy.
Is with harmonica like that.
VJ, Mom, Bendra, brother, Ritario, I want you to watch this when VJ's name was called a few minutes ago. Tell me what's going through your mind, Mom.
I'm a talk, bro, man. Super excited. We came from nothing. Man. We're truly blessed just to be in this position, man. I know the emotion is high right now, so I'm just let it be right now, all right? But the emotion's super high, but we came from nothing. So this is why the emotions are so high right now, man.
In your feature, VJ, we saw you talking about playing basketball in the Bahamas, 12-year-old playing against men. I'm not going to ask you, I miss your brother. When you saw your brother at 12 playing against big grown men, did you think that tonight was possible?
I'm actually lost for words right now. My brother saw this dream before I did, or before anyone else in my family even did. I'm so proud of him. He got me in tears and I don't even cry.
Man, I don't know. I don't got no words either, man. I'm blessed. Be third pick. I mean, it's a dream come true, man. I spent countless years just sitting there watching that, bro. So I don't even know. I don't know what to do, man.
You good, Mom? How proud are you of your son?
Proud. Super proud. Like you said, we came from nothing into everything. It's screaming to the world.
Old Head Podcast in the building.
Y'all, well, thank you so much.
We got Old Head in the building.
Family, back up to you guys.
What's going on, man?
This is really what the draft.
This is what the draft is all about. We got Flagg, Harper, Edgecombe. Who's next?
The sacrifice.
Who playing with LaMelo and them?
The young men are putting in, but think about the sacrifice in their families. His mom had to put in, right? Like you have people going out there working overtime just to be able to allow their kids to go to AAU trips and go on AAU tournaments. And right now, the way AAU tournaments, how much they charging to get in the dough, you can put in the extra 12 to 15 hours just to go and get a weekend.
No, this nigga Buddy Hill, not.
But you definitely
get your ass on somewhere, Buddy Hill.
That's why you're just so happy for these families.
Yeah, I mean, I remember you watched VJ Edgecombe against Duke in the NCAA tournament with almost 20,000 people in the arena. He's playing hard, but even in the beginning of the season, in the tournament in the Bahamas with just 2,000 people in the arena, he's playing hard on back-to-back nights. The level of effort that he plays with, it shows in his journey.
And Philly got this right, I believe. They needed that athleticism at the wing, complement Tyrese Maxey.
Yes, sir.
And what the final showed us is that the wing is the most important position in the NBA. And you got a two-way player that's a dog, that's going to go in and give you high motor, high energy. I believe he's going to be all right right there with the Philadelphia.
It's high reward with lower risk.
Yeah.
So Ace Bailey is high reward, but a little bit more risk. So I agree
Ace Bailey is a fool, bro.
Right
Got a young Jared McCain too.
Oh, I know. I'm just talking shit.
Edgecombe's ability to slash into the paint, and if he can become a.
I'm just talking, man. I'm just talking. But yeah, I'm just talking. What a great couple of 3 picks. Like I said, I think personally that I think this draft is definitely better than the other draft, than the draft last year, for sure. Just based off the top 3 picks alone. Now, with that being said, they still got to go improve it. They still got to go improve it, bro.
Well, but this is a franchise that's working really to find their footing. They haven't made the playoffs since 2015, 2016. And LaMelo Ball has been a star that we just would like to see a little bit more of. 3-32 without LaMelo this season. Brandon Miller missed 55 games, 45 different starting lineups.
LaMelo, you need to get up out of there, boy.
Turnover here in the first year under Charles Lee.
It was, but he was trying to
pick is in.
Coaching, right? Coming from the Boston Celtics, he was bringing like what winning looks like, what a winning coaching matters, like holding guys accountable. We saw him go back and forth a little bit with LaMelo Ball this season. Right?
That's the thing,
right? For not,
I think that
holding himself accountable on the defensive side.
If I'm being honest, I think Dylan Harper
move in the right direction. I believe he is.
I think Dylan Harper is going to be the main one that's going to actually get a chance to play. Dylan Harper, Edgecombe.
What do you think is the best fit here?
Well, when you talk about culture, immediately what comes to mind is Con Knipple. I don't know if you feel the same, Jay, but culture, making winning plays. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He's an extremely talented
That's
shooter.
what I said. LaMelo to the Magic, but they got Desmond Bain now. So.
NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, back to you.
With the 4th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Con Knipple from Duke University.
Shooter! He's a shooter, boy.
Another Dookie drafted here.
He's a shooter.
In the top 5.
He's a shooter. Knipple?
Knipple, he comes from
That's a crazy ass name, though.
His mom, Shari, is the all-time leading scorer in the Wisconsin Green Bay.
That's a they spell like that, but that's a crazy
actually,
name, bro.
This is my favorite fun fact.
Concave Kings.
His 3 uncles. Clint,
so his mama played too. So we got some white boys coming from hooping families, bro.
And Cooper says that Con is the hardest player for him
Shooter.
to practice. He watches a whole lot of
LaMelo,
he watches a lot
Brandon,
of Butler, which I think
Knipple.
makes sense, Jay. 6'5", shooting touch.
Oh yeah, I'm hip.
Like
Shooter.
Well, he's the best catch and shoot guy in this draft.
Look, Jay Billis already
deep range,
best catch and shoot guy in this draft, probably.
On corner threes and his
I watched a lot of Duke this season because I fuck with Cooper Flagg.
Near perfect, and he catches it to shoot it, and you've got to take that shot away from him. And he can get into the lane with his strength and makes plays off of 2 feet.
And he's a wing too.
Shooter,
he's
6'5". Like him in this draft, it's just catch and shoot, really deep range, and that shot gives him such credibility. He can drive a closeout, and again, playing off 2 feet. But one of the great things about Con Knipple is he is tough, man.
That's a crazy name. Knipple.
He gets loose balls, but that shot with his shot fake.
He can drive to the paint too.
Driver, when he gets in the lane, off a shot fake, he can make a play in the lane and he can make a pass. But he's got a versatile game. He can shoot, he can move without the ball, and he can pass, and he competes and plays hard all the time. And I love the way he gets so many loose balls. It seems like he's always around the ball and had the highest plus-minus in Division I this last year.
Such a high basketball IQ. You talked about him moving well without the ball. His eyes find the rim as soon as his hand touches it, and his demeanor never changes. He's so stoic, so under control.
Con and the Knipple family are with our Monica McNutt.
All right, Con, you're kind of far away from me, but we got your whole crew here, so I'm gonna just come on over to this side. Sharing tonight with these guys, what does it mean for you?
I mean, it's such a blessing from God to be able to enter the NBA, but to be able to share with your family, it's beyond comprehension. So it's such a special moment for us and for me.
Cash, your brother is very poised right now, but I want you to hype him up for his new fan base in Charlotte. What do you have to say?
It's awesome. It's a blessing from God. We'll have fun every minute of it. It'll be awesome to watch them from home, go to some games.
You were a part of a Duke team. Freshman led the way, an incredible run. How did that experience prepare you to take this next step?
There's a big spotlight at Duke, and we us freshmen didn't shy away from that, and it prepared us for the next level, and hopefully that'll carry over.
Guys, in our feature, the backyard games were a part of the focus. I know this guy's going to the Charlotte Hornets, but truly, who has the best game in the backyard?
If it was on lower hoops than me, I would dominate in the paint,
All right, well, we appreciate that. You guys being here. Con, congratulations and starting your NBA career.
Thank you very much. This is awesome.
See, Monica, that's true sibling rivalries there because you keep it in the backyard. You don't bring it out into the public. But here, look at this. You mentioned the Flying Knipples, Con, Clint, Clay, and Cole, father and the uncles of Con Knipple. This is that 3-on-3 tournament, Jay.
Yeah, is it Flying Knipples or Let It Fly Knipples? More Let It Fly.
Well, the Knipples surely did Let It Fly in the early 2000s, and now the next generation, led by Con, and then you got Cager, the second oldest, and then Kinston, Cash, and Kidman. So we're keeping that.
Yep, the bar is set.
I see a theme.
The bar is set.
Now Con's got some cash.
Exactly. Con has got some cash. Con Knipple heading to the Charlotte Hornets here. He's moving through here his post-draft workouts. Congratulations to Con and the Knipple family here. The Utah Jazz are now on the clock here. There was a chance that Utah could have had the #1 pick here. When you look at them having the worst record, 17-65 in the NBA this season. Lauri Markkanen, he averaged 19 points. He led the team. It was the first season without a 20 points per game scorer since 2015-16. But they did agree to a multi-year extension with Will Hardy in May. He is signed through 2031. Clearly the guy who is going to lead them through this next chapter. It seems like the Jazz have been in a little bit of a purgatory for a while here, Perk. How can they start to climb out?
Well, they got two of the best in the front office. You got Danny Ainge and Austin Ainge, right? Danny drafted me, so you know he a genius. But let's see where it starts right now. I mean, we've been waiting to see. They've been talking about trading the pick, but obviously they're about to do something right here. Let's see what they got.
When you're looking at the best available here, Jay, who are you circling?
Well, I mean, you still have Ace Bailey available. I mean, he's the best available talent. But who knows? Like he could go here. He'd go as low as 8. But Trey Johnson, another outstanding shooter out of Texas, the big guy, Kaman Malawach from Duke. You could see him going there. Colin Murray Boyles is a guy out of South Carolina that I rank higher than I think some others have. Left-hander, really versatile defender. There are a lot of ways could go here, but the most talented player on the board right now is Ace Bailey.
I was going to say, it sounds like GMJ is leaning Ace Bailey.
Well, yeah, but you've got a lot of scoring options. Ace Bailey certainly has the highest ceiling because of his size, but Jeremiah Fears is a scoring point guard, and Trey Johnson is an electric shooter from all spots and off the dribble and off the move. So to me, those three, when you talk about scoring in Utah and getting that crowd and that fan base excited with big buckets, those are the three that I'm looking at.
Trey Johnson in the green room right now, waiting for his moment to hear he has been initiated into this NBA brotherhood. And Ace Bailey as well. There's been so much made, I think maybe a little bit too much made of this pre-draft workout process because you get to know so much about these young men, watching them play in college, that I don't know that how much more you can glean from a 1-on-0 workout.
And
they so much talent.
They interviewed him in Chicago.
Well, let's see.
Be enough.
The pick is in. Here's Commissioner Silver.
With the 5th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Arius Ace Bailey from Rutgers University.
Yeah, the question with Ace Bailey was never about his talent, but simply where would the Big Ten all-freshman selection end up? And now we know. The Utah Jazz. Both of his parents, Richard and Ramika, they both played. And his favorite player, Kevin Durant, says
Ace
that
Bailey
is a
taking his ass to the Jazz.
KD the type of touch that Bailey has.
My bad, y'all.
Insane is the way that he
his ass going to the Jazz.
Is really this.
So you didn't want to go to.
He's gifted in isolation. He's confident.
You didn't want to go.
As he enjoys this moment with his family, and now he is a member of that NBA brotherhood.
Yeah,
So let me make this straight. Let me get this straight.
7-foot wingspan.
You didn't want to go to the Sixers,
But he's just a big time shot maker.
but you cool going to the Jazz.
Shots, and they're contested shots. He can make turnaround
All right.
jumpers with a hand in his face.
All right.
He's really good with his pull-up game. He shot like 65% on runners and floaters. He's just got a terrific feel for scoring the basketball. But I don't think you're going to find a player in this draft that has made more difficult shots than Ace Bailey has made. And I think NBA players, when they were watching him play this last year, go, man, this dude can score in a variety of ways and makes NBA caliber shots. At 39 in the game against Indiana, he had 38. Probably his best game was that 38-point game that he had against Northwestern. But, you know, his ability, he's good in catch and shoot. He shot 39% there. He can improve his handle and his finishing, but his talent level is really undeniable. A very good athlete. He just got a lot of ability. Now, I think he can improve his decision-making, his shot selection, his playmaking, and I think he can be a much better free throw shooter. But the talent is undeniable. After Harper and Flagg, this is the most talented player in the draft.
Taylor Rooks did an interview with Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey, and she asked Dylan Harper how to describe Ace Bailey's game, and he said it's like playing a video game. The types of moves that he can make. It's like
He probably would have went top 2, top 3.
Effortlessly, Ace Bailey scores.
Yeah, he's automatic. Yeah, and now he's with Armonica McNutt.
Ace, you're stoic. On a night with questions about your pre-draft process, how can you be so cool and confident in this moment?
I mean, I have a great circle that maintains the outside world while I just focus on the basketball part. So I just thank them every day.
You've gotten props from Katie, Giannis. Learn some moves from Giannis. Are you ready to go to Utah and maybe use those moves on Giannis?
Oh, for sure. I got some more stuff for him, too. Yeah, for sure.
Congratulations, baby.
Thank you so much.
Congrats, baby.
I love the confidence. I love the swagger here that we get to see from Ace Bailey now that he knows where he's headed in the NBA.
Yeah. Where are the Pistons?
Top 5 picks of the 2025 NBA draft are in. When we come back, the Washington Wizards are on the clock in a night that started with Dallas drafting Cooper Flagg.
I don't think we can. I'm going to say this. I think we're going to have really good players this year that start off better than last year from the rookies. Okay, now remember, we don't have a first round pick. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me, Alex. I forgot we don't have a first round pick. I hope we draft Wolf.
It wasn't the late night shoot arounds.
Juju.
Or the tournament.
Stop playing with her. She the one. Not the 2,
That's
the
not
1.
what got me here. It was them. The love they showed me.
I'm only doing the lottery picks, and
It's
then
why I
I'm
give
waiting
back and pass it on,
until see what the Pistons draft. I want to see what the
It's the
Pistons
assists you
draft.
don't see on the highlight reels that make all the difference.
Juju coming next year. Y'all see my girl Paige Becker's balling. While Cece struggling. I told y'all.
Your score is higher than a giraffe on a pogo stick.
That's because I bank fee-free through Chime. Plus, I bill credit through everyday purchases.
Listen, I told y'all from the beginning. I told y'all that Paige Becker's was gonna be her. Yeah, that's why I said I forgot we don't have a first round pick. I totally forgot, Alex. I ain't gonna lie to you. I forgot we don't have a first round pick. I knew the Warriors. I don't be worried about the Warriors. We don't have shit. we tricked off all our picks. I only care about the lottery picks tonight because I want to see who goes where. But I guess it is what it is. We got about 6-7 more picks to go. Because like I said, I'm only doing the lottery picks. Okay, bet. I'll definitely be back with that. But I think this draft is definitely more talented than the last draft, bro. Cooper Flagg is, first of all, Zachary Risache was probably one of the worst number 1 picks in the last 2 years. Out of the last 5, he's probably the worst one. You got Paolo, you got Zion, you got Cooper Flagg now, you had Kyrie. Like Zachary Risache is like, come on now. He's good. Don't get me wrong, he could play. He could play, but I always said Stephen Castle should have went number 1. People thought I was tripping. I saw him at UConn. He should have went number 1. And look what he did. I said Paolo should have went number 1. Rookie of the year. Cooper Flagg, I said, well, everybody knew he was going to go number 1. I don't think he's going to be rookie of the year, though. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I don't think they're going to use him like Dylan Harper is going to be used or Ace Bailey. I think Ace Bailey could probably get rookie of the year. He's going to the Jazz. So he for sure could get rookie of the year. He's going to have an opportunity. He's going to probably be playing immediately, bro. You know what I'm saying? He probably going to be playing immediately, bro. Yeah, Ant-Man was number 1 too.
NBA Draft 2025 is presented by State Farm. Like a
Because remember, Ant-Man and LaMelo was in the same draft.
How precious to be able to get to see young Dylan
I don't think
Harper,
LaMelo and Ant-Man far off talent-wise, but Ant-Man just had a better team, bro.
While we were in the break, the Washington Wizards are on the clock.
Put LaMelo on Minnesota. He could do the same thing that Ant-Man doing,
With the
bro.
6th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Trey Johnson.
Okay. Trey Johnson from Texas. All right, then. Trey Johnson from Texas.
This kid out of the gym. He's someone who wants to be there all the time. He shot 40% on threes, led the SEC in scoring as a freshman. But
Yes, sir. He averaged 20
style would translate
at Texas.
Well, it translates really well because he's got an elite NBA skill. He can really shoot the ball. And I think
And
he's
now
the best
this makes
overall
sense
shooter
for
in
them
the
to
draft.
trade
Knock-and-nipple
why they
is the best
traded
catch and
Jordan
shoot
Poole
guy.
and all
And
them.
it's not close.
They got too many
Percentages he
old
shoots.
niggas over there, though.
But look at that suit. I didn't notice the.
You have to show off your short shirt.
Up
short
top, he
suit.
looks like a banker. Down low, he's like a guitarist for AC/DC.
We won't tell everyone that you're actually wearing a short suit right now, Jeff.
Washington got some good young players. They got to get rid of them old
equally
niggas.
well off catch and shoot situations and off the dribble. He's 41% catch and shoot, 39% off the dribble. He gets separation. He's just a gifted scorer that is a
Listen, this is a good draft, bro. I know. Listen, last year I only knew a few players in the draft. I ain't gonna lie to you. This year, I know a lot of them. I hope we draft Wolf at 37 from Michigan. If you know, you know. I'm trying to see where Derek Queen gonna go.
9-point game earlier.
I want to know where Buddy from Auburn gonna go.
Division I, and he's 89 threes, also the most by a freshman in Division I. He had 15 games of 20 points or more. I think the main thing for him is to become a better defender and to get stronger, both of which he can do.
Oh yeah, you got to be a good defender.
I got an opportunity to spend a lot of time with Trey Johnson. You know, one of my best friends was his assistant coach, Brandon Chappelle, and all around great kid.
So I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.
Nothing about it's all about basketball with him. But when I look at Trey Johnson, I see a lot of Chris Middleton. The way that he's able to create off the dribble, get separation, the floaters in the lane, and like Jake just highlighted,